What's up, America? Or, hey, we toned it down a little bit. It's just here in Horry County in South Carolina. I didn't feel like putting this one out. I'll share it to the other ones first because I didn't want to have to get to the backside of it. So here we are, the expose of the Kangaroo Court. Woo! That was a lot of work. Redbone is sitting here to make sure I say everything because she's vested. Are you vested? Say hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. When you're dealing with dirty people, man, their videos are very dirty. We had to do a whole bunch of cleaning up and get it into our system here. And we had to try 7 to 10 different ways, but we win again. Anywho, the spin is happening. The McDaniel clan, along with that of Reese Boyd III, he's making phone calls, wanting lunches. He's wanting to have sit downs. He's wanting to try to talk his way out of all of this. And frankly, I hope he enjoys those lunches because I enjoy the aftermath, really, you know. And here's the thing. This is really simple, and I'm saddened by how all this works. And for those of you on your lunch break, I know Miss Stephanie is. We'll try to make this as fun as possible because winning is fun, and we like to win. Anywho, we did the expose. We showed Jerry McDaniel to be perjurer, and that all of a sudden Reese Boyd III, Esquire of Davis and Boyd Law Firm, he apparently just didn't realize that Jerry wasn't there, even though that was his only witness that he put on the stand to have a appointed judge named Judge Brad Mayer. He likes a good concert, doesn't he? I just saw some pictures that were crazy. Good for you. Party down. Anywho, with that being said, there was a whole bunch of motions that didn't seem to work. You didn't have Drew McKissick wasn't there. He couldn't testify. They made it, and you could kind of hear in the hot mic. We'll get to that in a minute. We're so bad at this. We heard on a hot mic there that there was about Mr. Conant, and we haven't had our filter folks in Florida work that through yet. But Mike Conant was sick that day, so he couldn't testify. And there's one video that we all have seen of that my amazing intern, Grant Adams, filmed. And what do you know? We saw it all. And Jerry McDaniel perjured herself. And I'm told it could be a felony. I don't even know. We've been talking to some attorneys and whatnot because it's legit fraud. We have started that legal process to figure out what needs to happen next. And I'm happy to say that those wheels seem to turn fast. And I hope the good judge, his honor, Brad Mayer, will do the right thing because he looks pretty bad right now. Yeah. Stomped all over the duly elected of Roger Slagle, and those did not allow any of their motions as hard as Mr. Von Herman worked and was almost pulling his hair out trying to figure out why none of this could happen. But they seem to do whatever they want with Ally McBeal and Reese Boyd III. So we all caught up. So the subsequent spin and attacks will presume are beginning. I mean, we're kind of used to it. They could be attacking us. We wouldn't know, right? I mean, whatever. Okay. Oh, man, this microphone's tired. It's been a long day already.
Yeah.
Already done a couple shows, Pat taking the trash out. Anyway, so the spin doctors have started in on their stupid, and it has gotten back to us. So we fell as a courtesy so that this didn't get out of hand, because I wrote today that I'm sure a lot of you were misinformed, lied to, or what have you. And now everything's out. And I don't want the spin to get in the way of the truth that we have uncovered, that we have proven. And so the following are the two things. And it's a lot easier because, I mean, our videos were long because there's so much to unpack. And we didn't do a lot, actually. So there's more. And we have an entire quiver. You know, I had a representative once. His name was William Bailey. He said, Chad, make sure that your target is on before you squeeze that trigger. Phenomenal piece of information that he gave me. And I like pulling the trigger a lot. Is that weird?
No.
Is that weird? And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good with everything going on. Haven't missed, yeah. Anyway, so here's the spin that we came back to us. Apparently, they went to some of their old school political pundits that have been out here traipsing around the swamp for quite a while. And they went to them, and I guess they're spitting out the spin as we speak. And it's already started to get back to us. Number one being that the recording that we used in the courtroom on our shows is in fact illegal. I think the Skinwalker even shared our video. Thanks for the views. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. You're really wonderful. I know you like me. I know you do, and I appreciate that. Nonetheless, Christian soldier. So the recording as it sits and how that happened, we'll start with that. The recording being illegal, and as a matter of fact, we heard from our attorney that none other than Reese Boyd III also believes it's illegal.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Not aware
that it's amazing that an attorney of Horry County, the entire county of Horry, has had him and his partner at Davis and Boyd Law Firm for years.
Yeah.
For years here litigating in Horry County. From that courthouse to the new one, who knew, right? And then now we were told by our attorney he received an email asking a request for the judge and the lawyers to come in to talk about the illegal proceeding of this recording. The recording that we used to show everything. Apparently, Reese Boyd III believed that I got in there early. I put a microphone in front of the judge, the witness stand, his table, their table, or the only isn't that weird? The only table that we didn't mic up was our attorney. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any further questions about the illegal recording of the entire proceeding, her name that is going to make that all mo better for you. And I don't believe you need to call her specifically. Let's not bother her. But go ahead and give a jingle. Horry County Clerk of Court, 843-915-5080. That's again, 843-915-5080. 10th caller, you get to be a lawyer because apparently you don't have to know shit. So basically what's happened here is they've all gone out because they hated the stuff that came out. So instead of going after the stuff that came out and saying that not be true, they're in fact now saying that the recording itself was absolutely illegal. So in the magistrate court of Horry County, in that particular courtroom, there is no court reporter. That's right. They flip on a little switch for everybody's microphone that happens to be in the court, and they record it. Said transcript is now a recording. That comes from the, wait for it, Clerk of Courts. Our attorney got said transcript. I have it. It is public. Hey, you know what? Maybe they all should go get one because this seems to be a Horry County top hit right now.
Yeah.
So everybody can get their recording there from the Horry County Clerk of Courts. Don't bother them. But I mean, if you really feel like you need to put us in our place, Skinwalker, you have nothing to do. Go ahead, give them a call. Drive there. Take a trip. So what we have here is, first off, they're saying that we're illegal in the recording. Nope. And Reese, please don't cancel that meeting with Judge Mayer. And understanding that you made a oopsie daisy, and we have this recording legally. I mean, could it be more legal? It came from the friggin' court. So that being said, I would like for you to keep that meeting because we would like to talk about your perjury and the lies you said up there. Not near as bad as Miss Jerry McDaniel, who was not in the room during the election, which was discussed, and she spoke as if she was there. That's number two that the old crusty politicking pundits out there are saying, the new spin. So this is number two we're going to go into. Everybody understands that the recording. Now, where they're getting that, because they're simpletons. Simpleton means not very bright. Maybe it was a car accident or fell off their bike one time when they were a kid. I don't know. I'll pray for you. The idea of this being an illegal recording was because in the initial hearing, in the really, really small room, 30 days prior to this one, where the judge said, y'all need to go talk about stuff. It wasn't said. Judge Mayer said it wasn't said. There was no sign posted. And somebody told on Elizabeth because she was recording because, of course, we wanted to have history of this. During the break, the court clerk came and got Miss Elizabeth and another one of the people. And she said, were you recording? Elizabeth said, yeah, it's right here. And she goes, you're not allowed to do that. And she goes, we realize, or that we know that it wasn't up there. And Elizabeth's like, I didn't know. I'll delete it right now. That's fine. The judge actually came out. Is that true? Brad Mayer came out and looked at you.
Yes.
And he said, don't worry about it. Just tell her not to do it again. Right?
Yes.
So that was 30 days prior to.
Well, it was on the 9th, and then you had 30th.
Okay, so the 9th and then the 30th. So on the 9th is when Elizabeth and other people, and then Judge Mayer, when we were in the big courtroom, said you cannot record these proceedings, blah, 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 which didn't happen because, hey, dummy, they gave us the recording.
And we left early.
So do you think I just left all my microphone? Reese, when you asked for the meeting with Judge Mayer, can we go through that for a second? Did you think that through? Did you think, man, Chad bugged the shit out of this place? Except for his attorney or their attorney for the HCGOP. Like, you really did you sit somewhere, eat a sandwich, and be like, I'm gonna get him? And
as a lawyer, how did he think he was gonna prove that?
And do you know what else?
What?
Then the skinwalker, she went out there, she shared my video. I was like, yay!
I got the Hilarious.
You might have thought you had the Catons. And you may get the Catons someday, however that is, because we know you spent 30 years going after somebody?
Forever.
Yeah, and you finally got him. You had a little thing. Anywho, I don't hold it against you. There ain't many 30 years left. So at the end of the day, the recording is in fact from the clerk of courts. You're welcome. Keep the meeting though. That's going to be important. And 2, Jerry McDaniel and the proxies are saying that I don't know if Jerry's saying it, but the proxies have gotten back to us, and their spin machine, the old codgers out of the dusty old thing at the end of your bed that your grandma gave you, they popped out and said Jerry was there. We have people that are witnesses to that effect. Well, I would like for your witnesses, just so we don't, you people, meaning the pirates, don't bring anybody else into your evil stupid and make them look dumb, because we don't enjoy it. We just want you to go away and take your evil crap with you. And this is how it's going to go down. So now they're saying that Jerry, who was in fact in the room, they have witnesses to that effect. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. She's there. So they're saying we're wrong. They're saying we're wrong. And I wasn't there.
Always be right.
So what number one rule? I'm fired up.
Always be right.
There you go. So we thought we would do a little extra because we like extra.
I mean, we gave him enough already.
Right. But we're all about extra. We're all about extra. Let's see who's in the chat. Anything fun? Because it is a lunch hour. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, so the proxies are going out there. I know some good people are like, oh, I thought you were there, Jerry. I thought you were there. And I don't want you to do anything to Jerry, but I need you to know she's absolutely 1,000% a fraud and a liar. I don't know if she's saying that she's here, but the proxies got back to us, so we'll just put it to bed now. So if you all remember, there's the first video where we're able to show that Jerry McDaniel was not at the meeting to vote. Let's say that. Let's start there. The vote was called as she had testified on the roll call, excuse me, for the night that Reese Boyd III stole an election because he can't win one. So here is that quick clip.
Paragraph 1, James Edwards. Paragraph 2, Jerry McDaniel. Proxy is Tom.
All right, Tom, stand up. Let everyone.
Thank you.
Paragraph 1, James Edwards. Paragraph 2, Jerry McDaniel. Proxy is Tom.
All right, Tom, stand up. Let everyone.
There you go. Stand up, let everybody see your puss. So Tom, Jerry's husband, was there as her proxy. So Elizabeth, if you're a proxy, do you proxy and be in the building? I mean, I know it's happened a couple times, but let's say that she's there. Let's just say that she's using this as a moment in time that she didn't want to vote because she likes to pull the strings. Let's pretend.
Okay.
All right. So for she's and giggles, we'll just say, all right, Jerry, you're saying you're there. That works for me. That piece of evidence, I understand. Maybe you can talk yourself out. Maybe she just didn't want to vote for Reese. I can understand that, frankly. Can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So good for you. But this one's going to be a little harder because I really want you to understand that Jerry McDaniel was a fraud and was not in the building. Here is a Facebook post. Tonight, we unveiled the new logo for the 7th Congressional District in Florence in their monthly meeting. I was honored to make the cups for the officers and have also presented Russell Fry his cup. He will be taken to Washington in January. The cup has the new logo with the Congressman Russell Fry on the side. Also presented Jerry Rovner and the other dumbasses. All right, so there you go. So we'll say that doesn't have a time on it.
Right.
Okay, so we're at October 11th. We've actually gone to the Florence County GOP. That's right. That is right here, right? Okay.
That's Jerry McDaniel.
So this is her own post, right?
Yeah.
So she's saying tonight the meeting, it started at 6. Am I correct for the vote to steal the HCGOP?
Yeah.
6 o'clock. Okay. So everybody remember 6 p.m. So here's Jerry. So maybe tonight is, I mean, she's older, so maybe it's like 4 o'clock.
Maybe.
So Florence being roughly an hour.
Yeah.
4 or 5, she could have got there.
She has to unload all the mugs.
But wait, we're not going to get too crazy. Not get too crazy.
Okay.
Let's just make this simple as possible because I want to be fair. Because I'm fair. Okay, there's Jerry. We're fair. Maybe tonight's at 4 o'clock. So we know that this one started at 6, a little after 6, because they were trying to get more ECs there so that they might get 2/3 because they didn't. So they're trying like hell. So we'll say 6:30 they started ish somewhere in there. I think everybody will agree with that. And if not, we have another video. We always have, don't we?
Always.
Because you're an amazing researcher, Elizabeth. You're a dude. High five. All right. So with that being said, we have maybe tonight's 4 o'clock. And this meeting for the election was 6:30-ish because they're trying to get 2/3 and they didn't. But you know what's weird, Elizabeth?
What?
Florence actually did a live video.
You don't say.
I absolutely say.
You don't say.
I totally say.
Okay.
So let's see what time, because we couldn't find it anywhere. Let's see what time the Florence County GOP event happened in Florence, South Carolina on October 11th. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen with me. So Elizabeth paused it here because we were having technical difficulties. Whatever, it's paused right now because we had technical difficulties. Not on you. I know. Oh, look, there's Congressman. You got a nice little pan of the room. It's a pretty room. You got it. Some people didn't know we're at the fake election. Did Jerry take her harem there? Little good group of there. Oh, guys, get the microphone. Let's see what he has to say.
I normally start dead at 7 o'clock. We're going to give it just a minute or two more because the people are finishing up in the line. We'll start maybe in just a minute or two.
Did he say 7 o'clock?
He's at 7 o'clock.
What in the wide world of sports is happening right now?
What?
That's October 11th, and he said, well, at 7 o'clock, we usually start about 7 o'clock, but we're going to give it a little more time because we want to get people up in here. So that's what he said. He said, so they're talking 7:30-ish, right? Maybe 7:15, give it a little more time, right? Is Florence, South Carolina, and Myrtle Beach in 2 different time zones?
I think it's the same.
Hey, Google, is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Florence, South Carolina in the same time zone?
Huh.
Thank you, Google. Stop. So there we go. We've got Google. She take care of us there. They're in the same time zone, roughly an hour away. That starts at 7:15. And I know I'm dragging this out, but I really like to pound down my point, if you don't mind. So, and maybe you call it spiking the football. I don't know. Anywho, so here it is, 7:15-ish, but you didn't see Jerry. Well, because it was kind of a quick pan, so we did it for you. Ding! Do you see the little arrow? That's Jerry McDaniel. That's on the same video that we took a screenshot of. There's Jerry with some other people in their NASCAR shirts. And that was at that meeting. It panned and continued to pan, and it said, I know we start at 7, but we'll do it a little after 7, okay? Great. I love his accent. It's awesome. It's really good. Not as good as Ken Richardson's, though.
He's got the best.
For real. So there is Jerry, and Elizabeth's posting the video. We're going to try to post it because we had a real problem with this video. Dirty videos, dirty stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that is Jerry McDaniel, and you can blow it up yourself. We thought we'd get it bigger, but there's no point in it. I mean, you can tell by the bobster. That's the bobster haircut that she rocks. Can't miss it. And there she is. She even is in her own post right here saying, I came and gave everybody puffy cups to take to Washington. So now we know tonight to be after 7-ish, right? Okay, so we're after 7-ish. This meeting right here of the Horry County Happy Hour Republicans right here. This is the GOP meeting.
We have 47 warm bodies.
All right, that was during the thing. So that was like 6:30-ish because they were trying to get 2/3 in there and they couldn't, right?
Oh, they called.
The meeting was.
They talked about stand up and introduce yourself.
Yeah, let's do the hokey pokey and turn ourselves around, and that's where you get the gold jacket. Somebody's got to lead. So basically, you come down to 6:30. The other one starts at 7:15-ish. So we're at. They're starting at 6:30. They're saying we're going to give it a little more time till 7:15.
No, it was 5 after 7. It started at 5 after.
Okay, it started 5 after 7. I didn't know that. So 5 after 7 is when the Florence County GOP meeting that the guy made the statement. 5 minutes later, you saw a picture of Jerry McDaniel. It's right here. I just really have to pound this home because people love to spin shit. There she is. So there's Jerry at 7:05. We know that Jerry McDaniel was in Florence, South Carolina at some high school, it looks like. And here we have none other than Mike Conn.
We have 47 warm bodies.
Doing his roll call, and the 47. Remember, Tom's like, here, stand up, show him your puss. That's Jerry's husband that was in Horry County. So now we have an hour span between each other and being in Florence or Horry.
Same time zone.
Same time zone. Google just said it. And you have Jerry McDaniel at 7:05 is in Florence, South Carolina, that has not even started yet. She hasn't even got the chance to pass out her puffy cups. Because remember in the other picture, she's at the front table and everything. They're just milling about, eating chicken. So in Horry County, the meeting has already started by 25 minutes. And Jerry's still standing in Florence, South Carolina. The time matches. It wasn't my words. The guy had the microphone. We're going to start 7 o'clock, but we'll give it a few minutes. All right. So tonight is not 4 o'clock. So okay, that's out now. Maybe Jerry knows somebody with a helicopter. Maybe. Stop. You don't know. You don't know. So I could not download the entire video, but where Grant Adams stood or sat and has actually walked out into the hallway and walked back in, recording the entire time, showing the entire room multiple times and doing kind of a cone shape to the entire room while her husband is still proxy. And we're talking that they didn't even start till 7:05. How long was the meeting that is live broadcasted onto I'm Fired Up? It was an hour and 17 minutes, I believe, is what came up in court. Correct? So an hour, 17 minutes, carry the 9. That puts us at 6:30, 7:30. 7:30 plus 17 minutes. That puts us at about 7:45 8 o'clock.
Which was the exact time that Jerry was up there speaking to the room.
I don't have that. Do you have that where she was?
That video.
Oh, so this video actually, does it say 8:15? So we don't. Here's the thing. I can prove that Jerry McDaniel could not be here at 7:05 when they were done at 8:14. And if she still hasn't spoke, she hasn't given her puffy cups and all that. And I want everything to be timestamped. So what we're showing is everything is timestamped. Now, you can look at the rest of the video and you can say, okay, well, from 7:05 when the guy said we weren't going to start yet, and then you add to it to the point where Jerry McDaniel starts speaking, we can do that. Timestamped is what you're talking.
6 o'clock, and it was an hour and 17 minutes.
So that puts us at 7:15, 7:17. So, but we know that they started later because they were trying to get 2/3 at the Orium event. So we gave them 6.
Still an hour and 17 minutes.
Sure, we're giving them 30 minutes. So we're giving you 30 minutes, even though you may not have used it. So we're giving them 30 minutes. That puts us at 7:30, 7:45. Perfect. The rest of the video that we have and that we'll put out, we can share it from the Florence site, right? We'll try. You can watch the rest of that video. And in fact, Jerry had to get up at the front and hand out her puffy cup to all of the Jerry Rovners and all the rest of the bootlickers, right?
Right.
So you can do that math, in which you've done, and you're saying she still hasn't even passed out her cups yet in Florence, South Carolina, when the Horry County fake Republican elections of Reese Boyd III Esquire were done.
After they ignored Robert's rules and all that.
Now, for all you political consultants that they pulled out of the mothballs, continue your spin. Ladies and gentlemen, continue your day. Enjoy the truth and don't fall for these scumbags. Do you have anything, Les?
No, I think that's a good way to end it.
The problem is these people are trying to take it from you, people. They're trying to take it from all of you because of whatever they want. Maybe they have better chicken at that super table that Drew McKissick lets them sit at. I don't know. But Roger Slagle and the people who have been busting their ass to make the Horry County GOP what it's supposed to be are still doing so. And we're proving them wrong in everything they do. And if you choose to continue to follow their lead and that of Drew McKissick, consider yourself part of the enemy. There is enough information out there. The days of saying that you are now dumb or been lied to or whatever, I don't need to show you anymore. And I posted a thing this morning that said, I think I took it from you. And I took it from Elon Musk. It's amazing how you become the villain when you expose the truth on what they lied to you about. I've got a lot of shit to do, but I'm glad I took this time to let that spin go, and you can put everybody back in the mothballs because they're going to have to come up with some new stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Show up, stand up, speak up. It's your republic. Fight for it.